Boys, new boys, class 11. I am Manoj Chatterjee, Department of Chemistry, R.K. Mission Vidyapit, Devghar. You know, you can see me very well. This is it is our video of mole concept. This is video number 1. It will be displayed on 17/9/20. I am talking about some important formulas relating to mole concept. The first one, N denotes mole, W denotes given weight in gram, M denotes molar mass of the substance. Another is N, number of moles. This is equal to, this is the number of particles given. This is Avogadro's number. You can get the number of moles from this also. Thirdly, it is for gases. Number of moles of a gas, this is equal to volume of the gas given at STP by molar volume. Molar volume is denoted by Vm. You know the value of molar volume. Molar volume Vm, this is equal to 22.4 liter per mole. This is molar volume. You know this one is Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number Na, this is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 per mole. And this is also known. M is the molar mass of the substance. In a problem, if we talk about a substance, from the name of the substance, you can find out the molar mass of the substance. Molar mass, its unit is gram per mole. Generally we use gram per mole. Its SI unit is kilogram per mole. But in our formula it is gram per mole because the weight W is given weight in gram. If the weight is given in kilogram, you can put molar mass in kilogram per mole. Remember it. So from these three formulas, we can have some secondary formulas like equating this and this, equating this and this, equating this and this. Let us write the formula number 4, W by M, this is equal to N by Na. Formula number 5, equating this and this, W by M, this is equal to VSTP by Vm, and equating this and this, N by Na, this is equal to VSTP by Vm. So altogether you have 6 formulas. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. You have to, whenever you will solve the problems, basic problems of mole, you will have to solve these problems with the help of these formulas. Suppose the given weight of a substance is given in gram and its volume is you have to find its volume at STP. So weight is given, you have to find volume at STP. M can be known, Vm is a known. So only weight is given, you can find the volume at STP. Suppose I am telling about a question. Look at this question. Find the volume occupied by 3.2 gram methane at STP. So this is our question. Find the volume occupied by 3.2 gram methane at STP. Now see, here weight is given in gram. You have to find volume at STP. So come to this formula. This is the formula. By using this formula you can find out. So you just write, we know that W by M, this is equal to VSTP by Vm. So W by M equals to VSTP by Vm. W is the given weight. Given weight of methane is 3.2. 3.2, molar mass of methane is 16, molar mass of methane is 16. This is equal to volume at STP. You have to find this one, volume at STP by molar volume is 22.4 liter, 22.4 liter. So you will get the answer in liter. Therefore, VSTP equals to 3.2 by 16, 3.2 by 16 into 22.4 liter. Now if you calculate it, this is 16, this is 3.2, so this will be 0.2, 0.2 into this, 0.2 into this. So this is equal to 4.48 liter. This is our answer. Now see how to solve the problem. Just you take one of the formula out of these 6 formulas which is found to be the fittest for your question, and then you put their values. Remember, all the terms, denominator, these are known. The M is known, Na is known, Vm is known. So see, find the volume occupied by 3.2 gram methane at STP. You can solve the problem in this way. So let us take another example to solve the basic problem of mole concept. Mole concept, as you know, mole is a versatile unit, you can say. It can be related with amount, it can be related with number of particles, it can also be related with a volume of the gas or volume of vapor at STP. So mole is such a unit which can be interrelated with volume at STP for gases or vapors, amount of the substance in gram or kilogram, and number of particles present in the substance. Number of particles means it may be atoms for element, monoatomic elements, it may be ions for ionic substances, and it may be molecules for covalent substances. See, here I am taking another example, another question number 2. This is question number 1. Find the number of atoms present in 0.28 gram nitrogen. 0.28 gram nitrogen. Find the number of atoms. Atoms means nitrogen atoms, obviously nitrogen atoms present in 0.28 gram nitrogen. So simply nitrogen, if it is written nitrogen, you will understand nitrogen gas. So 0.28 gram nitrogen gas you will understand. Nitrogen gas is made up of N2 molecules. Nitrogen gas is made up of N2 molecules. So you will get the number of molecules. And after getting the number of molecules, you will multiply it by 2 to get the number of atoms. So see, here it is given, weight is given. Weight is given, you have to find the number of molecules. You can choose this formula. This formula, weight of nitrogen is 0.28. From this formula, weight of nitrogen is 0.28. Molar mass of nitrogen is 28. Molar mass of nitrogen is 28. This is equal to number of molecules of nitrogen by Avogadro's number, 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. This is the first case. Now see, there is another way of finding this one. You have to, here you are finding number of molecules. So you have taken molar mass. Whenever you will take the molar mass of the element, you will get the number of molecules. And whenever you will take atomic mass, you will get the number of atoms. So remember it. So by that method you can also do. Just simply, if you want to find the number of atoms, you can write here 14. You will get the answer because it is atomic mass. And if you want to find the number of molecules, you have to take 28. 28 is the molecular mass. So in both way you can solve it. Whatever you like, you can do. Now I am doing in this way. So number of molecules of nitrogen, this is equal to 0.28 by 28 into Avogadro's number 6.02 into 10 raised 23. So number of molecules, you can calculate it. Mentally you can calculate it. It is 1 by 100. Then here is 10 to the power 23. So reduce to 2 zeros from here. The answer is 6.02 into 10 raised 21. This is the number of molecules. So you got a number of molecules because you have taken molar mass. Now the last step is therefore number of atoms equals to 2 into 6.02 into 10 raised 21. This is equal to 12.04 into 10 raised 21. In standard form 1.204 into 10 raised 22. This is in standard form. Sometimes we have to write the answer in standard form because in competitive exams and other exams the answers are given in standard form. Decimal point after 1 digit. This is decimal point after 2 digit. That's why we have converted it to this standard form of the answer. Now it is clear that these are the basic problems, and you can apply mole concept to chemical reactions also. Now let us see another example of chemical reactions and how to apply the mole concept in chemical reaction. Now these two problems clear. I think there will be no doubt here because it's a video lecture. Everything you can see. There should not be any problem here. Now see, let us take an example of a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction, what is that? Chemical reaction is the synthesis of new substances from one or more reactants. Synthesis of new substances from one or more reactants. You know that there are different types of chemical reactions: decomposition reaction, combination reaction, double displacement reaction, single displacement reaction. There are different types of chemical reactions. And redox reaction, what is that? Oxidation and reduction simultaneously taking place together. Those reactions are known as redox reactions. So there are different types of chemical reactions. Now let us take an example of chemical reaction, simple chemical reaction, which I have already discussed in our lecture first class taken by me. I am Manoj Chatterjee. Perhaps you can remember that first class taken on 10th September. That time I told you that mole concept can be used in chemical reactions. And in chemical reactions, after balancing chemical reactions, you will get the ratio of moles of the reactants and products. Now see, to understand it, take an example of a chemical reaction. See, formation of ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen. This is a reaction, and if you balance it, it will be this. It is balanced. You can say 1 molecule, 3 molecule producing 2 molecules, that you know. Now new concept is 1 mole, 3 moles, 2 moles. How and why? This is 1 molecule, this is 3 molecules, and this is 2 molecules. 2 molecules. Now just nothing to do. This is the ratio of molecules. Ratio of molecules. Molecules are not conserved. The number of molecules in the reactant side is 4 and number of molecules in the product side is 2. So that's why we say that in a chemical reactions, molecules are not conserved. However, atoms are conserved. This is known as principle of conservation of atoms. Molecules are not conserved. So now see, this is the ratio of the number of molecules in this given chemical reaction. Now I am multiplying it by Avogadro's number. Na molecules, 3 into Na molecules, and 3 into Na molecules and 2 into Na molecules. See, so by multiplying by Avogadro's number, these 1 into Avogadro's number, 3 into Avogadro's number, 2 into Avogadro's number. You know that collection of Avogadro's number of entities denotes 1 mole. Collection of Avogadro's number of entities denotes 1 mole. Therefore, Avogadro's number of entities, Avogadro's number of molecules of nitrogen, that is 1 mole. Avogadro's 3 into Avogadro's number of molecules of hydrogen, that is 3 mole. And 2 into Avogadro's number of molecules of ammonia, that is 2 mole. So you can understand that what is the molecules, ratio of the molecules, that is the ratio of the moles. That is the ratio of the moles. Now see, if we conduct the reaction at STP, suppose the reaction is conducted at standard temperature and pressure, and 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter. 3 moles of any gas at STP occupies 3 into 22.4 liter, and 2 moles of any gas at STP occupies 2 into 22.4 liter. So see, what we see the ratio of moles, then you can convert it to the ratio of volumes. So one volume reacts with 3 volume to form 2 volume ammonia. 1 volume of nitrogen reacts with 3 volume of hydrogen, giving 2 volumes of ammonia. This is at STP condition. You know that at STP condition it is 22.4, 3 into 22.4, 2 into 22.4. This condition is STP condition. But in general, in any other condition, see, try to understand it. 1 volume will react with 3 volume to give 2 volume. This is Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law of volume combination. Remember it, you will learn it in later states of matter. Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law, this law suggested that for the gaseous combination in a reaction involving gases or vapor, they follow volume combination, but provided all the volumes must be measured under same condition of pressure and temperature. So this is a general statement that 1 volume of nitrogen, suppose measured at 25 degrees centigrade and 1 atm pressure, will react with 3 volume of hydrogen measured at same temperature 25 degrees centigrade, 1 atmospheric pressure, will give 2 volume of ammonia at 25 degrees centigrade, 1 atmospheric pressure. So this is a general. Here the pressure and temperature must be constant for all the measurement. This measurement, whatever be the pressure and temperature, this measurement, that will be the same pressure and temperature, and this measurement, that will be the same pressure and temperature. So at a given pressure and temperature, they will follow volume combination. This law is known as Gay-Lussac's law of volume combination. No, I am not going to discuss more about this because we are now related to the problems of mole concept. Now what is said, if you see the ratio, if you see this ratio, here it is clear that 1 mole will react with 3 mole. So if you take 2 mole, it will be 6 mole. If you take 5 mole, it will be 15 mole. And this will be 10 mole. So 5 mole nitrogen will react with 15 mole hydrogen and producing 10 moles of ammonia. This is the basic ratio of moles for a given chemical reaction. And this ratio, for mole ratio, it is applicable to any chemical reaction. But the volume ratio will not be applicable to any chemical reaction. It would be applicable for gases and vapors. Suppose in a chemical reaction there are 2 gases involved and the rest are solids or liquids. You can apply this volume relation for those 2 gases after balancing the chemical reactions. Many often you have seen that there are a lot of chemical reactions where gases, solids, liquids all are involved in the same reactions. So if you have any two say 2 reactants or 1 reactant, 1 product or 2 product there in the gaseous state, you can apply the volume relation. Okay. Now what I say, then let us discuss just one question of this type you see. See it. 0.3 mole of hydrogen is reacted completely as per the above reaction. So 0.3 mole hydrogen is reacted. So you see 3 mole, when 3 mole hydrogen is reacted completely, then 2 moles ammonia is produced. Therefore just write 3 mole hydrogen when reacted completely produces 2 mole ammonia. Therefore 0.3 mole hydrogen when reacts completely produces 0.2 mole ammonia. Now you have to write the amount, what amount of ammonia would be produced in gram. So 0.2 mole ammonia, this is equal to 0.2 into 17 gram. This is equal to 3.4 gram. This is your answer. This is the answer of the question. So when 0.3 mole of hydrogen is reacted completely, this is not given. It is understood that 0.3 mole of hydrogen is reacting completely. What amount of ammonia would be produced in gram? The answer is 3.4 gram. So these are the types of questions. You will get a lot of problems from your reference book, your NCERT book. Please try to solve some of the problems to build up a clear concept there. Okay, this is our first video. We will share our ideas with our next video.